front here.
Moordog tried to send it into 1 and 2, got in there a little too much, got a little tight, had to back it up a lot, and that almost messed some guys up as there is a wreck back there.
Yeah, I saw, yeah, that was brutal. Doc 88 hit the wall, came back down, had some contact with drivers. That is going to bring out a caution. This is going to be crazy, guys. Probably 3 to 4 to go at the line. We're getting down to it. We're going to see a winner here in a couple of laps. This is going to be crazy.
So there's going to be some guys with 2 fresh tires. There's going to be some guys with 4 fresh tires. I imagine if you're in the top 5 or 6, you're definitely not going to pit. This is going to be wild. A lot of these guys that are kind of worked their way to the front haven't given a lot of room, and I doubt they're going to want to do it now with the race on the line.
Absolutely, and Pro Boss, we've talked about him. He makes his presence known, and he makes his way up there. What are we going to see? These guys are very, very strong. We have Jose up there also. We have a guy getting wide just a little bit. Rabbit going on the bottom side. He is your current leader. Kevin Harvick on the outside of Toaster, who is on the inside in that 10 car.
Harvick not giving Toaster a lot of room. Toaster doing a great job of holding it around the white line, not making contact, and that'll give the 4 a lot of a run there as he tries to dive it underneath the 12 with the block.
Almost 4 wide in the back. As soon as we hit this line, J-Mac, 2 to go. Absolutely crazy. Right now we have Rabbit is your leader, Kevin Harvick in second, Toaster in third. A fight for 4th. All right, guys, we are gonna go live. Doing a mic check real quick just to make sure everything is going good on the sound check. Looks like everything is good. What's up, guys? Dylan, good to have you. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Welcome. It's going to be a good night tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AKA's Cup Race here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, presented to you by Shake and Bake Racing. Tonight is a preseason race for AKA's 2019 season. And you guys will probably recognize a few faces out here from previous races. They just completed heat races to determine who will run in around 11th through 16th place, so a few drivers had to race to earn a spot. This should be a fun race tonight. As you guys know, we've had a NASCAR Pro League series out here that everyone's trying to compete for, so there's been a lot of practicing on these tracks, and I bet these guys are going to have a great run tonight. And in the booth, as always for this NASCAR series, we have J-Mac Attack here with me. How are you tonight, J-Mac?
Doing pretty good here, Frozen. Just enjoying a nice Sunday and ready to enjoy some hard, heavy racing.
I hear ya. What you can look for tonight, we're going to have 28 laps for fuel. Most are going to run around the mid-28s for lap time. That's going to be about the race pace. Of course, if you're in draft, you're going to be going a little bit faster, but mid-28s should be what you're looking for. And we are looking at 1 pit stop per stage with 2 for the final. We have a total of 162 laps tonight. They are doing a 50%er race with 2 times wear, so it should be a lot of fun. And hey, Lucky Dog, what's up, man? He is going to be one of the drivers tonight. He was in the heat races and raced his way into his seat, so congratulations on that. I hope you do well tonight. J-Mac, I gotta know. I mean, you've seen the faces that we have out here so far, and I'm hearing that we might have even more than expecting, which is pretty cool. But I'm hoping that's going to be a clean race. Atlanta, you guys know, it runs really, really fast. So, J-Mac, what do you see the difficulties in being in the Cup Series here tonight?
Well, first off, this track is incredibly fast. It's one of the fastest in the game that aren't, Daytona or Talladega. It is incredibly bumpy, so it's very easy to upset the car if you don't nail the setup. And these guys are running setups. I have been tinkering around and have not been able to find anything that has worked. So obviously they have a tall task on hand to find a setup that can run the bottom, that might have speed up top, and on top of that, they're going to have to deal with the draft. So they're going to be on top of each other the entire race, and it's just going to be a very, 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 very tough job to hold on to your car, to keep from losing it, and to manage all that while you're within inches of other people doing the exact same thing.
Absolutely. And you know what? For SMB's league here the other night, we were here. However, we were in the truck series. And I'll tell you what, even with that, it pushes your car to the limit, and we weren't even on custom setups. We were just on presets and adjustments. And I'll tell you what, it can get really crazy going through those turns, and everyone was wanting to hug the bottom. I guarantee tonight we're going to see a lot more racing throughout the whole track. You're going to see guys using the low side, the high side, and we're going to see a lot of doors banging back and forth because it can get very sketchy out there with the speeds that these guys are running, especially when you go into turns 3 and 4. There's a certain area in the track on the low side that if you hit that just right, if your car is loose enough, you will turn around and end up in a wreck. We don't want to see that tonight. So let's give these guys a lot of luck. I believe they're out there right now qualifying. We can't join them. It's just too short to be able to do that. But hopefully we will get to racing soon. I do want to give a shout out to the guys in the audience. We have Coltrane in the house. Welcome, Coltrane. I hope you're doing well tonight. This is hopefully the voice we're going to hear out in the series for the Pro League. We'll see if that happens. But welcome tonight, especially everyone else who has joined. A lot of faces you guys are going to recognize if you've caught the streams from earlier series for the AKA group. J-Mac, I gotta ask too. Like I said earlier, we have Lucky Dog joining for this race tonight. He had to race his way in. He's very talented. He can be a little aggressive. I'm curious, how do you think he's going to pan out tonight? I know you missed the heat racing, but knowing how well he drives and all that, where do you see him finishing tonight?
Well, it depends on, I guess, like you said, he's a very, very aggressive driver, so it all depends on if he minds his manners, because if he does here at the beginning of the race, then he'll have a few allies out there who, you know, won't race him with incredible difficulty. If he races, you know, hard, if he's moving people kind of out of the way, kind of what we saw in our truck race the other night, kind of what I was doing, maybe. Hashtag I'm sorry.
You're thinking of the different Lucky. This is Lucky Dog.
I know. No, I'm thinking. No, I know. I'm talking about myself. Because I was the aggressor that time.
You were.
But
you were.
If he races like that, it's gonna be real hard for him. There's gonna be some guys who are gonna forget that this is Atlanta and think that it's Martinsville with him, and
it's
he
true.
might get the horn. So it's definitely one of those things where he has to kind of tread water, tread lightly, race hard, but race with respect. And if he's there at the end, then the other guys will treat him how he's treated them.
Absolutely. And, you know, watching the heat races, these guys are very talented. I gotta tell you, if you watched the intro to this, you're gonna see a lot of good names out there. We have More Dog, we have Pro Boss, Expert Toaster, Rabbit, Wonder, Doc Holidays, Deadly Bomb, Jason Mitchell, Ramzit, MDL, Jose. We have Lucky Dog, Wow That's Garbage is here tonight, and we have Mitch. And I'll tell you what, when we were watching In Ride with Rabbit, the guy is moving, absolutely moving. And I know Lucky Dog won a heat race, so a lot of names to look out there tonight. And Garbage, you guys know that name. He is extremely fast, so I'm very excited to see what these guys can do here tonight.
And that's another wrench that's kind of been thrown into things, is that these guys are racing around people that they don't normally race with in their leagues. So that's going to cause, you know, a little bit of trepidation out there, a little bit of unease, like when they're in a big pack.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome, guys, to the stream. I appreciate it. Rock NASCAR out here tonight. It is an all-star lineup tonight. I mean, some of the best drivers on this game. So a lot of guys are going to be competing for that first spot there. And it's a long race, though. 50%er in the Cup Series. That is a lot of laps. They can have a lot of good racing, but I think once we hit that final stage, it's going to be on. These final few laps are going to get crazy, and if it's anything like the ones that we spectated before and announced, JMac, the first 2 stages, a little bit of cautions, but the 3rd stage, these guys really were able to make it stable and know what to expect, so they were running really well in the 3rd stage, so I'm curious how it's going to go tonight in the Cup Series.
I was about to say the same thing. In past experiences in the AKA series, in the past AKA races, it's been a little hectic in the first couple of stages. It's been a lot of hard racing, a lot of guys who think they know the edge of their vehicles and they don't, and other guys who are trying to make their way to the front at a time when maybe they could take it easy. It gets a little rough out there at the start of these things because everyone's just trying to kind of feel it out, and they're pushing just a little too hard.
Pushing some limits, yeah.
By the 3rd stage, like you said, by the 3rd stage, we usually kind of figure out who's fast, who's not, and those that haven't been fast all race can fix their cars a bit, and it turns into a pretty doggone good race. And we've had some great finishes in the races that we've broadcasted so far.
Absolutely. Some of the finishes there, very, very close. And we get some people that are aggressive and some that just make amazing moves. Jose is a good one to watch out for. Boss, I mean, he knows how to make those moves. He is a great defender. He gets very aggressive at the end. So that is one that you have to look out for to win tonight. I do believe he won a Michigan race the other night. So another great name out there. But I'm excited. I know they are in qualifying so soon. We will be able to join. Once we do join, guys, it will be probably in a lap or 2 after the start of the race. That's just how the spectator mode works. But we do have, I gotta give a shout out to Leaf Justin, who is in the background feeding us info for lap counts and keeping us up to date on what's going on, because we don't get all the information that we need. So huge shout out to him, because he keeps us on our toes and lets us know what we need to know.
Yes, huge standing O, even though it's just 2 of us. We definitely appreciate what he's doing. Absolutely. Sober David, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it.
Hopefully we will be able to get started soon. I know they have a private lobby going for the qualifying. A lot of lobbies out here tonight. Look at this, guys. We have some esports ones going out there tonight, keeping them busy. A lot of names out there, though. I know, JMac, we have a couple of games going on tonight. Who did you say we're playing?
Right now we have the Chiefs and Patriots, and my boy Pat Mahomes got off to a slow start, but it seems he had turned it on a bit, and I'm really curious about what he's doing. But I had previous obligations, so.
And here you are.
Keep one eye on the phone.
Absolutely. LM, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it.
Giving my all, though, Frozen.
I know you will.
I promise.
I know you will.
I don't have a single finger crossed.
Oh, jeez. Yes. It's gonna be crazy tonight. I'm looking forward to it, though. AKA, they always put on a good race. And I know that...
they do indeed.
Yeah. And I know that for this, doing heat races, I mean, they're taking the best of the best. So it should be a lot of good guys out there racing for that spot. We're getting some feed on. Let's see. We have a couple of drivers being added. Okay. We have Moss Little Wing. He's going to be added. He is in the 19 car, so you guys will have to look out for that. Faster Than You. I don't know if you guys know that name. So we have a huge field out here. I'm looking at these. I mean, so far, and then we're probably missing another one even. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean that's 16.
17?
16, 17 cars out there. So it's gonna be a busy field out here. Justin, do we have any more joining us? That's all he's got. So we'll see what happens in race. It's craziness out there.
That's these are going to be some wild restarts. That's all I got to say.
I know in our league, SMB's league, we have 16 drivers. It's in the truck league, and it works out really, really well. We did have at one point, we ran 20. I'll tell you what, that gets hectic though.
We did run 20 at Daytona, and that was definitely a wild one.
Absolutely. Atlanta is known to be like pretty much a speedway, super speedway track where it's just drafting and drafting and drafting. And cars are so close together that if somebody hits into somebody else, you're going to see the big one. It's just one of those tracks where you have a huge draft track and everyone is in a pack together. It's just the nature of the beast. I love, love, love Atlanta though, for that reason. A lot of people don't, but I love tight racing. I love going 3 wide. I love testing the limits, but it can be very, very tough and challenging mentally and on your car and how it handles. You really have to make sure that you are on top of it. Don't get that car too loose. You don't want it too tight. You just got to find that sweet spot for how it runs and how it's comfortable to you.
And that all depends on angle. If you're racing somebody and you're down low, if you're too low, you're going to go into that corner and the car's just going to land and push up the track. And
absolutely.
If you have someone on your outside of you, you might be all right, but you might, take out somebody that you're supposed to be taking care of a little bit out there. So this track does push how well you can, it shows how well you can push that fine line, how well you can, walk that razor's edge.
Definitely.
Being on the edge of grip and being in control of your car.
It'll get crazy. Another shout out, Master Kiko, what is up? Sober David says Rams beat Saints earlier in overtime. You know what?
They did indeed.
I'll be honest. I don't even follow it. I'm sorry.
And I was rooting for the Saints, so.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm 0 for 1 so far, and I'm probably going to be 0 for 2 by the end of the night, but hey.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Master Kiko, I am doing good. Just looking forward to getting this race started and watching these guys make a couple of left turns. Actually, they're making left turns for 162 laps tonight. So it's going to get crazy. We have stages on. Flags are on, so these guys need all the points they can get for those stages, but ultimately the winner is the winner, and this is pretty much a preseason kind of testing, so we'll see how it goes, but I have high hopes, and it's going to be a fun race, a very fun race. Jimmy, what's up? You say go Chiefs. I don't follow them, either one of them, so I'm good with either. Who do you hope goes to the Super Bowl, J-Mac?
Well, I was wanting the Saints who lost and the Chiefs because my boy Pat plays for him. So hopefully the Chiefs can pull it out. I wanted the Chiefs to win it all. So
I am getting an invite. I don't know if you have
interest for tonight.
Okay.
I have not yet.
All right. All right. We should get the go to go. 17 drivers, an odd number here, I'm going to say. Expert Toaster, I heard, got the pole, so you see him with a 28.4 in first. Papa Smurf out there with a 28.4 in second. As soon as we get this thing set, we will be able to go. Let's see if we can take a look who got third. We have Lochte Mitch in third. We have Moordog in fourth. I'm surprised it's not showing us to get in yet. MDL in fifth. Deadly Bomb in sixth. Ramsit in seventh. Who's got 8 up here? Rabbit in 8th. Yeah.
Rabbit.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he wasn't faster. All right, they are on lap 1 of 162, and as soon as this thing lets us go, we will get out here. Are you getting the go yet, J-Mac?
Alrighty. Now we need to fight the loading screen, but we're about to be in, and we're about to actually finally get to cover the race. Let's go.
I'm not even allowed in yet.
You need to back out of.
Oh, okay. We're going now. Jeez. You learn something new every day.
This is just a test. This is only a test. If this were an
I know, right?
If this were an actual AKA
Classic.
race,
What's up, man?
We would know what we were doing.
You want it in here. You know, I have no control. I am just the announcer with my buddy J-Mac here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, to Atlanta Motor Speedway for AKA's Cup Racing. As soon as we get in here, we should be on lap 3. We've missed out on the first 2 laps. Not a lot of racing, though.
Toaster is currently your leader, in case you were wondering. He is pulled out to about a 3-4 car length lead. And
Oh,
the
nice.
rest of the field is side by side behind him. 3 wide going into 3.
Here we go, yeah. Expert Toaster has a nice lead out here. We have 2 wide behind him, though. Look at that out there. These guys hopefully get unghosted, but man, I'll tell you what, a great race so far. Like I said, guys, you can run so many different lines here. We see Toaster mid-line out here. We have the guys behind him running both the high side and the low line. So a lot of different ways you can run this track out here, which makes it a great place to have a cup race.
That high line is the longer way around, but that low line has those bumps that upset your car. So these guys might have set their car up to run up a little higher, maybe that middle lane, so that they aren't bouncing around all over the place.
You can see the draft work behind him. We have Expert Toaster being caught up by the 3 car of Moordog. They have a nice draft line going on behind him. Single file so far. Man, we have Toaster move up, and then Moordog takes over that. He turns to the lead right behind him. We have 48 of Lucky Dog, who is new out here, racing those heat races to get in here. He's out here in second.
That looked like a plate move right there. The 10 got out just a little too far, and the field got lined up and just freight trained him. He's holding his own right now. Trying not to lose third, but it's going to be a tall task to ask him to hold on to that spot.
35 to go, guys. And so far, we've already seen 2 lead changes. First here, we have Moordog, and then right behind him, still Lucky Dog. Behind him in the 40, wait a minute. Yeah, the 14 car. If I can get that straight, we have Wonder. Another good name out here. All these guys, I'll tell you what, they know how to make a great race.
So far, everybody minding their manners, not staying in their line. It looks at times kind of like a high-speed pace lap, but for the most part, nobody doing anything too reckless right now. It seems like everyone's kind of minding their P's and Q's and just trying to find an opening on the driver in front of them to maybe hang them out.
It is a lot of clean racing, but I'll tell you what, they are pretty much running a single line. And you and I were talking about it before this race. You were like, well, are they going to do what we did and ride the low side? But it seems like for the most part, they have come together in a single file line right now. They're getting comfortable finding those lines, finding what works for them. And so far, only a couple of guys that are out here too wide for the most part.
They're definitely running this like a more traditional race. They're using that high line down the straightaway. They're staying really low off the floor but off of 2, it looks like the leaders are working their way up to the top just to improve that angle going into 3.
We're out here riding with the 55 of MDL. He's got the 66 on the high side. I don't know if he had contact with that wall, but he is flying by him. He's about, looks like 7th back maybe, but he is just riding comfortable out there. We have, wow, that's garbage going up underneath him, making a nice move out there, going on the low side, and that leaves MDL riding out on the high side. Looks like Wow joins up with him.
It looks like Lucky Dog just got freight trained, got moved up just a little bit, and AKA Wonder took advantage of it and moved the 14 car into 2nd place.
I'll tell you what, I've known Wonder for a lot of years, same with Garbage, and these are very, very talented guys. They know what they are doing on the track. They know how to make those setups for those cars. They know how to make it do exactly what they want it to do. So we're going to see them run very, very well tonight. I'm hoping Wow's internet holds out, because I'll tell you what, we're going to see him up front very fast.
It looked like I spoke too soon about them using the wall down the back straight, because that last time around they were running right against the yellow line, or maybe just a lane above it. We'll see what they do here. And again, well, it looks like they're going to use both.
And I'm watching the 24 car of Deadly Bomb, and these guys are getting a little bit squirrely trying to follow in line. It's looking like a little bit of an anaconda out here. I always say it on stream. Look who's moving through the pack, though. I see Wow, 2 cars behind the 24 car. He making some moves, doing some great driving out there. But these guys are taking it very easy, trying to maneuver around each other. And then as soon as I say that, we have Rabbit making a move to 2nd place, diving underneath that 14 car, and off he goes into 2nd. Great move on his part.
We also saw somebody fly off the track down the back straight. Not sure who that was. Might have been the 23, I believe. But somebody got the bad end of a little bit of a stack up there as they were all trying to jockey around for position and got knocked out of that draft.
Rabbit got bumped into the wall, and off he goes to the back. It looks like we have Wow losing it back there. I don't know if that's going to be a caution, but we have people going into the grass. Ladies and gentlemen, this might bring out the first caution of the night.
It has not?
It has. Looks like they're going slower.
It has.
Yeah. That is going to be your first caution of the night, but great racing so far. I'm really impressed with these guys. Like I said, it's going to test your control of the car and the maneuverability, how you can go around each other through these turns. Turns 3 and 4, like I said, there is a divot in the track, and if you hit it just right and your car is loose enough, it will turn you. And I'm not sure what happened here, but Rabbit did get into the wall, and down it goes.
It looked like it took the entirety of 3 and 4, and it started up front and just slowly accordioned its way to the back of the field, and then we saw the back of that lead pack wrecking off of 4.
All right, you see the 3 car of Mordog. He has a great start. We have the 24 behind him, the 48 on the 2nd row with the 14 leading. Of Wonder up in front on the outside. Man, the 24 gives Wonder just a little bit of a tap. Low side always has a good run here. That 43 car makes a great run trying to go on the outside, but man, I'll tell you what, there is not enough help on that outside right now.
The outside can hang a little better, it looks like, with full setups, but it's still just not where you want to be. You want to be down low. You want your car to be able to run down there when you're trying to race somebody.
Absolutely. Right now, these guys up front are just running a single file line, trying to get away from the rest of the pack. I mean, that's what you really want to do. Get with some people and just run away. Have these guys behind you kind of, fidget with each other and try to make moves on each other, and then you just want out of there. We'll see if they can make it happen, but so far, the 3 of Mordog is in the lead, and doing good.
The front 6 now have gotten themselves sorted out and are in a straight line, but from there back, it's just a wad of cars as the 24 makes a move on the outside and has some help. And now doesn't.
It's going to be 20 to go at the line for stage 1. Plenty of racing left, guys. But I'll tell you what, going through that tri-oval, we see a couple of guys almost make contact right behind Moordog. But looking good so far, I gotta say.
I saw Jose shuffle back to about 5th about a lap ago, and now he's back up to 3rd. This is going to be really, really hard to hold on to your position, it seems like. Yeah, track position is going to be at a premium, and it's going to be hard to hold on to with the way this draft is working right now.
We have the 12 on the outside of 3 of Moordog. Rabbit out there trying to make a move, trying to make something happen. He needs more help out there. They are now filing out a nice line on the low side and the high side. If they can form that up on the outside, they can make something magical happen. But look at that. We have an incident. Jose got on the apron. Man, I'll tell you what, I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution. A lot of these guys are still going. I see a car back there. I don't know if that was Boss. And here's our second caution already, J-Mac.
I believe Jose got into the back of the 3, I think, because the 3 kind of had a little bit of a shake-up there as well, and that's what got him a little loose, and he got hooked to the apron, and then that just kind of caused everybody to wad into it. And again, this wreck took forever. It started in the exit of 4, in the middle of 4 really, and there were cars wrecked at the beginning of pit road, it looked like. So just another accordion effect as the back of the field plows into the front of the field when they have a problem.
Absolutely. I'm seeing Doc Hollidays in pit road. I don't know if we lost him, but he is definitely in pit road right now.
It would appear he is gone because he is ghosted.
Rabbit is going to be the super fast one. I'll tell you what, I've noticed it during heat races, and I just heard it from Justin that everyone is talking about how much speed he has tonight. This is the guy we need to watch out for right here, the number 12 of Rabbit. This guy, he knows how to make moves. He is aggressive here, and he will find his way to the front, as you can see now.
Top line fighting a little bit harder, a little better this time around, but it looks like it's still going to be a losing battle. Right now, it's only Rabbit able to pull himself away, as the 14 now they're starting to kind of make some distance on that outside line. The inside line is prevailing once again.
Absolutely. I see Wow in the field right there, trying to make some moves, trying to gain his way up through. He is on that high side. Yeah, I did catch the little tail end of that. So far, it looks like
head first into that inside wall. It looked like the 19.
Oh, that's crazy. 13 to go. We do have one person just lagging a little bit. I'm not sure if that is going to affect them how they are right now, but Rabbit is still out there in the lead. A lot of single file guys, a few guys running double file, but for the most part, we see here 19, we have Little Wing, a new driver for me. I have not seen him out here in the community, but he is out here running by himself. So hopefully if another caution comes or at the stage, he gets caught back up and can make his way through the field. But for now, he's on his own little island.
Right now, Rabbit looks like the Pied Piper of Atlanta, just kind of going wherever he wants to. I think he just wants to stay in front of the 14 wherever he goes, as the 14 tries to get a run on him, but just can't down the front strip. 12 clears him and pulls down in front of him in 1 and 2.
These guys have great car control. I mean, I keep talking about it, and I'll tell you what, they really do. You have the custom setups, and I give so much respect to these guys because it can be so loose. We're coming up on 10 to go and 2 cautions so far. We're in stage 1, guys, and at the pit window we have you have about 28 laps per tank. I'm sure some of these guys have gotten gas along the way and possibly changed some tires. But man, I'll tell you what, the car control these guys have for custom setups, absolutely amazing. A lot of respect for these guys. We have that 14 car just diving low, trying to make a move into first. Doing a great job. He's got some people coming down with him, trying to give him some help. We have more dog going underneath, trying to help him out. We have the 10 car of Expert Toaster. 2 wide racing. These guys are trying to make some moves in the final 10 laps here. The 88 car just trying to take a peek, decides to hang back behind the 12 car.
Not sure if the 14 wanted to get down there. He might have gotten some help because that was a very sudden movement that looked like he might not have been completely in control of. But he got down there, and right now the 12 of Rabbit is this is the best the outside line has fought. So you can tell Rabbit, that 12 car is just flying. It has a lot of speed in it, and he is wheeling that thing.
We just had someone hit the wall. I don't know what happened to him, but he's out. And look who is up here. We have the 66 of Garbage making his way through. About 5th at the moment, just pushing on that low side. But man, J-Mac, you nailed it. We have Rabbit and one other car up there just holding on to that high side, just really making the moves for it, and he knows how to maneuver around that. But he is in second place right now. We have 14 of Wonder, who is out here in the lead, and I'll tell you what, he's got a great car here tonight, but we will see if he can hold Rabbit off.
I mean, it was 2 on 4 there for a minute, and the 12 was holding serve. And
absolutely incredible.
A lot to watch. They're finally starting to pull a bit of an advantage. Yeah, that's going to break that outside lane up, I think. And I think that inside lane is finally going to shuffle them back. But, man, that 12 and that 88, too, those are both must be 2 very, very, very good vehicles. Very, very fast race cars.
You know, J-Mac, absolutely.
Hold off that inside line for as long as they did.
I don't know if you saw that 88 car, but man, he got super squirrely. I don't know if he made contact with another, but he almost hit that wall and somehow managed to hold it off and save it. But man, a lot of talent right there. And guys, we are 5 to go for stage 1, almost the end of this. We have Wow in second, and a nice pack going behind him, 2 wide. Absolutely.
Business is picking up as they go. And one thing to look out for that we maybe haven't mentioned is that you want to push people. You want to push people really hard, but the way this game acts, the way the physics are, that you can get into somebody and it'll get you loose. It'll send you around. So it's like the rear end of that car in front of you just grabs your front bumper and torques it around. So it's just, that's another thing these guys, because if they're pushing on somebody and they're not touching them, and there's just a little bit of a stack up, or they get just a little bit of a run they're not ready for, it'll cause mayhem.
Yeah, definitely. We have 3 to go, guys, and it looks like Wow is pretty much using all lanes. He saw what was going on behind him. There was 2 wide, and he was using that top line and that low line, bouncing in between him, making all the moves that he can. Right now, he is on that high side, and people just seem to be spreading it out, and now they're kind of making moves to follow him single file, possibly waiting to make a move for those stage points. But so far, Wow's holding him off. But I guarantee some of these guys are going to make some aggressive moves on this final turn here.
Shout out to EVR Lucky Dog. He got shuffled back not that long ago, and he's getting shuffled back right now, it looks like. But he had worked his way up to second and all that. Very good job by him driving, and he must have a good race car. There's a lot of great race cars out here right now. But that
absolutely.
66 and the 12, they look like the two that are the class right now at this moment, at this juncture in the race.
We're looking out here at Pro Boss. I think I saw him earlier in a wreck that put him into the wall. Back here in the back, we have 48 in the wall. Let's see if we can catch up with him. That would be EVR Lucky Dog, and we were just talking about him. He did so great in the heat races. I don't know where that's going to put him back. Let's take a look here.
Pass for the lead, Brewing.
Oh! Deadly Bomb barely got that stage, completely stole that away from Wow That's Garbage, and he will take that stage win. We had Wow That's Garbage in second, Moordog in third.
By maybe a wheel well. He was just able to sneak under him and
so close.
Take that stage. That was an excellent job of driving.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
Just again, that you could manipulate that draft to make moves, and God, it's just going to be a wild finish.
J-Mac, and who do we have?
And this race.
Who do we have in chat right now? Deadly Bomb. How are you multitasking? That's craziness. Great job on that. Great job on that.
Just
Classic.
driving with his right hand.
Apparently.
Chatting with his left.
Multi-talented out here. Classic Hirsch, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Scottro, thank you so much. Here we go, guys. Let's see if we can make our way up front here. 24 car has a little bit of a lead out there. Wow, that's garbage. Not letting off, though. We have Moordog right behind the 24 car of Deadly Bomb out there, who won the first stage. These guys have to be on fresh tires. I would imagine most of these guys went in. A little bit squirrely from Moordog up there, but we have a huge pack behind these guys as they try to figure out where they are comfortable at on this second stage.
Yeah, this is definitely too early to be trying strategy. I bet these guys took 4 tires and made some significant adjustment to their cars to try to make them faster. Oh,
very,
just a little bit there, it looked like.
Very tight racing. I mean, these guys are all over each other. Moordog and Wow meeting in the middle of the track, trying to make their way around. Doing a great job, I'll tell you.
Moordog, it looked like cut Deadly Bomb a break, because I'm not sure Deadly Bomb was completely clear, and the 3 lifted just enough as the 24 arced it down to make that corner. And that looked like that hurt him. It took another half a lap, but the 3 has dropped back into 4th. And now those 2 on the outside.
Look at that, J-Mac. Absolutely. We have Wonder out there just pushing garbage, but then says, you know what? I see a hole. I'm taking it. He ditches him. Oh, puts him in the wall. Wow, falls back from that contact. Not something that Wonder wanted to do, but man, I'll tell you what, that was some great racing right there, and he just stuck his nose in that hole and took it.
That is a very ambitious move to make in the front stretch, and I doubt Garbage is happy about it.
I guarantee he's not. Look how far back he fell, and he is still just so close to that wall. It almost looked like he was in it. I'm sure he's got some words to say right now. He has fallen all the way back. But it's
sure
second stage.
Censor a lot of them.
It's second stage. I guarantee he will make his way back up there.
Nice job of using the draft by Moordog. He sucks up right to the back of the 24, pulls down at the last minute. A little bit of a dive bomb, but it looked like Deadly was ready for it, didn't cut him off, and now it looks like a matter of time before Moordog takes that lead.
And, you know, Moordog is already, he's already out there in that lead, but I'll tell you what, Deadly Bomb was holding him off really well on the outside, considering he didn't have the help that Moordog did behind him. So great job on his part, but man, I'll tell you what, he's fallen back already. Third place, we have the 41 car of Ramsett out there in 4th place, but man, that low side is just moving. That is the place you want to be. A long train going on back.
And that's the issue these guys are gonna start running into, is they're gonna start protecting that bottom, and that's gonna hurt your car entry. And you can see those front 3, 4 right there all push up the track as they go in because they entered on the bottom, and that's the the yin yang to the whole thing. Is
absolutely,
you want to protect that spot, but it's not the preferred line, it's not the fastest line, it's not the easiest to drive, and so that's going to be something that's going to be the risk reward of running it.
You see the stage winner. Oh man, got shoved into the wall. Huge accident. We were right on board with him. Deadly Bomb. He is unhappy right now. It got squirrely right in front of him. You saw it. The guy in front of him just wiggled back and forth, nose chop, deadly bomb, and off he goes, flinging into the wall. Game over for that one. That should be a caution, guys.
That was the 12 of Rabbit, it looked like, and it looked like he got put onto the apron, or I'm hearing he got his nose chopped from our producer in my ear. Either way, the 12 had a major moment and slowed way down, and it looked like as he was trying to gather the truck up, he just tail slapped deadly bomb into the wall. Yeah,
that was brutal. I was riding on in car with deadly bomb, and I felt that one. I definitely felt that one. That's going to bring out, I think, the third caution.
Usually, I imagine you did.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true. And here we go. We are riding with 10 of Expert Toaster. He is back here just a little ways. We have Jose on the outside in that 43 car. That is another strong driver out there. We have Boss, who made his way up to the front after a touchy start out here. I do believe he got flung into the wall earlier in the race. 14 car is passing is Wonder on the outside. Expert Toaster looks like he's getting a little squirrely out here. I'll tell you what, it can happen, and right about here is where that divot happens, and if you hit it just right, you will be around. J-Mac, that was 28 to the line.
Right now.
Oh, absolutely.
28 more laps like this, and I'll have a few more gray hairs than I've got right now.
Look at this field going by.
The outside.
I'll tell you what.
That is a really good car. God, that Ford is flying.
Absolutely. More Dog and Rabbit head to head, too wide. We have quite the low side, but I'll tell you what, this outside, 3 cars out here just holding off that inside line, doing a great job. We have Pro Boss coming up there to join him, trying to make something happen on the outside. Inside, we have Rabbit, who jumped down. Great move on his end, just has a huge lead going out there now. More Dog right behind him. Huge wreck in the back, J-Mac.
And just a note on how fast that 12 car is. As soon as he pulled down, that outside lane lost all of the momentum it had. That's just a testament to how quick that car is.
Absolutely crazy. I mean, he was just bringing them with him with the amount of draft that was created behind him. And like you said, as soon as he left, they just dropped like a brick. Absolutely incredible. I mean, this guy has an insane amount of speed tonight. So, you know, if we were doing betting tonight, I'd be betting on this guy to win here tonight. He is absolutely just dominating this thing as far as that car being quick and making his way back to the front. Great job for him. Magma Dude, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Dogman, thank you so much for the cheer. That's awesome. Let's see if we can make our way back up front. We're riding with AKA More Dog. He is out here in second on that high side. Gets quite a boost from the guy behind him. I don't know if that was a lag issue, but man, I'll tell you what, it didn't seem to help him out any because he is falling back being on that outside.
Another accident in the back. That'll be another yellow.
That is another yellow.
That was the 48 of EVR Lucky Dog providing a great boost to the 12, and that's another car that has seemed to be very fast. He's gotten shuffled to the back a couple of times, and he's managed to make his way back to the front each time.
It's very true.
It hasn't been, from what it looks like, it hasn't been those aggressive moves that we were kind of expecting him. He's just done it methodically and kind of minded his P's and Q's there.
Absolutely. I mean, he has seemed like tonight just ran a fabulous race, trying to make his way up through that field. And I'll tell you what, he has been given some challenges out there. So a huge shout out to him, having a great race out there. But man, tonight's story, it is all about Rabbit out here. That guy, Catch the Rabbit. That's the story of tonight.
Exactly. Very, very, very meaningful name tonight. Definitely.
And off we go. We have, look who's back there, Lucky Dog on the outside, leading that outside pack. It's just such a challenge to be out there. We say it and we say it again. That inside line has such the momentum moving off of that restart. It's just incredible.
You have to have the right cars and the right number of cars on that outside for it to be even a viable option. As saw the 48 get into the wall there. Everyone gets around him. See a car in that tri-oval at the back.
.31 goes through the grass. It looks like we are holding out though. No caution yet, guys. But man, I'll tell you what, there is some great racing going on. And look who is back up here. Wow, that's garbage. After getting knocked into the wall by Wonder earlier in the race, this guy is up here in third already. I mean, you want some magic to happen, that guy knows how to do it. He will come back from the pack as many times as it takes, and he will make his way up front.
He may take a lick, but he'll keep on taking, and there is a car flipping in the back.
Looks like Deadly Bomb was involved. It must have been a lot of cars because there is only a few up here. Deadly Bomb is in chat saying he will be up front soon. I don't know how you are driving and out here.
You know, it's illegal in NASCAR to have your phone in the car.
You
right?
shouldn't be texting and driving, Deadly Bomb. Get back in that car.
Yes, you're sending a bad message to the kids out there. Think of the children.
Get that field gathered back up. I'm curious what these guys are taking as far as the pit stop goes. Are they taking those tires? Are they taking that fuel? And how far will that move them? Yeah, we had a couple of guys in the front that did a smart move on their end. With the amount of laps that we have left, definitely in the pit window to do that.
Another restart, already getting a little hairy in the back, but otherwise...
Somebody against the wall, the 24 car. Man, he just bounced, and then we see a couple of more cars lose it right after that. Absolutely incredible. Seems like stage 2 is going to be the caution stage.
I was about to say, this feels like this is that portion that we kind of get in every AKA race that we cover, where we just can't get any momentum going and get any green flag racing under. Everyone's kind of on edge or on different strategies, different kinds of things, all kind of shaken out, and it causes incidents.
You know, I don't know. Like you said, we've seen it in a lot of AKA races, but I'll tell you what, with them seeing how fast with how fast Rabbit is, and then you have Wow behind him, and then you've got Deadly Bomb out there winning the stage. Are these guys getting more aggressive? Are they pushing their cars too far, making too many moves that they just need to be patient with? I say in every league race, you have to have patience. If you do not, you're gonna see the cautions come out.
Another restart. We'll see if they can reel it in a bit here, maybe just make it to the end of the stage, or if the aggression's gonna kick back up.
We're out here riding with Expert Toaster, and he is behind a huge pack, low side and the upper side. We have Pro Boss on that high side in that 9 car, 48 car of Lucky Dog, kind of using both to go. We're going to have 9 to go at the line here. The 95 car out there is Faster Than You. That's his name. A huge pack up here.
Not sure what the reasoning was, but that was just a terrible restart for that outside line. One of the worst we've seen in a while. Garbage might have not had a lot of help out behind him and just fell like a rock. But now it looks like he's getting a little momentum back up as Rabbit just gaps the entire field, because why not?
You know, he is out there and
gapping at everybody.
Man, he is just dangling that rabbit's foot out there saying, come catch me if you can. I mean, he is on the run out there. We have somebody going on the inside. Hopefully he can save it out there. Looks like he does, but man.
Head on into the inside wall.
That would be Pro Boss. Look at him, man. It looks like he just keeps trying to save it, and it is not working out for him. We have that 12 car of Rabbit still out there in first.
It looked like Wonder had the run there in the middle of 1 and 2, and Rabbit just shut the door, and now EVR gets kicked out.
EVR gets kicked out to the inside wall. I don't know if he was getting loose or what happened there. Contact with another car, but man, I saw that coming. Wonder was just all over that apron, and it just hooked his car, and off he went into the grass. These guys are just getting
on the exit of 4.
It is brutal.
We haven't talked about it much, but that it comes out into the track a bit, and if you aren't paying attention to it, and if you're trying to cut that corner really tight to cut the front stretch trial, the dog legs, you'll get it, and it's usually a guaranteed wreck. So him saving it in the manner that he did was very impressive, and they are wrecking again in the back.
Look at that, guys.
That is the 88.
Man, a wreck into turn 1. I saw at least 3 cars, and that is going to bring out a caution, and we only have a handful of laps to go in stage 2. Guys, we are headed into stage 3. These guys need to get it together. They need to get that patience and figure out, you know, how to drive around each other. There is too much aggression out here. It is going to be a lot of cautions if they cannot get that together. Bitbot, how are you? Yes, this race is amazeballs. I've been known to say that a few times.
It's been quite entertaining, I have to say.
I mean, yeah, definitely entertaining. I'm interested to see who goes into that pits. We do have Rabbit on that inside still leading. They had just had a caution a couple laps ago, so I doubt a lot of people went in for the pits. We see Wow out there in the back. 43 car of Jose moving up to 3rd place.
Haven't seen him in a while, but it's nice to see him back up there, just kind of driven his way. He's been the unlucky guy in the middle of some of these scrapes. He's been the eye of the hurricane as he tries to make a move on the 12 of Rabbit.
Here, back here in the pack of 88 for Lochte Mitch. Looks like we do have a wreck in the back, some contact. Lochte Mitch hits up right to the guy in front of him, almost loses it. Heck of a save, but caution is out, guys. That's probably going to be the final stage.
So Rabbit will win that stage, and then Jose, and then Expert Toaster, our pole sitter, who we haven't really heard much from since he got the field there at the first portion of the race and then was shuffled out. He's quietly worked his way back up.
Absolutely. So Rabbit will win the stage. Moving on to stage 3, guys. This is where we're going to see a lot of moves made. Rabbit is going to have to defend that. I'm not sure who's going to pit now and who's going to get that fuel that they need and the adjustments that they need. But you really, really have to have an amazing car. Not too loose, not too tight. We'll see how it goes here.
Final
23
stage,
car.
That last stage is insanely aggressive there toward the end. Will that continue? The 18 looks like he's lagging a little bit.
Top 3 stayed out. Papa Smurf, More Dog, these guys all stayed out. We have not seen a lot of Papa Smurf up here in 23 car. AKA Pro Boss in 3rd right now on that high side, diving it low right behind More Dog. Top 3 right now. 12 of Rabbit, not too far behind in 4th. These guys are making some moves. Single file at the moment, though.
Very interesting top 3 here. Ooh, that was interesting.
That was
weird.
very interesting. I don't know if you're looking at what I looked at, but More Dog diving it low. Now he is definitely taking a peek on the inside of Papa Smurf here. Decides to hold it back, and he remains in 2nd.
That happened at the same time Pop Smurf made a juke to the right, so it looked like one zigged when the other zagged. And was just very interesting. And oh, maybe a little lag there. I'm not sure.
Very possible, J-Mac. Somebody in the audience is saying Papa Smurf is his grandpa. Man, go grandpa. He is out there making some moves out there in first. Good job to him. I've known him for a couple of years. He is out there on the high side all alone, though. That is not the place you want to be. We have more dog taking over that inside with Pro Boss, who's got some help. Rabbit comes up on the high side to help. Oh, look at that, J-Mac. So close. That was... yeah.
If we've learned anything from the AK races we've covered, Pro Boss is a very aggressive driver, and the 3 there opened up a little bit of a hole, and the 9 tried to take it, and the 3 closed it just almost too late, as late as you could without causing a wreck.
Absolutely. Papa Smurf falling back on that outside. It is just not the place you want to be. It is a hard spot to be. That inside is definitely moving, and he is going to have to find a home down there if he wants to survive this.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty long train back to the back.
We have Pro Boss.
Get a little bit of a gap, and now the same is happening to Pro Boss.
Absolutely. He was trying to squeeze More Dog down there, but More Dog is like, I don't think so. Gave him a little bit of nudge, put him back in his place. Pro Boss moves up, and he is falling back. We have More Dog in the lead. Rabbit in second. Oh, he just got a shove up to the wall somehow. How in the world did he save that?
I have no idea. I don't know how he managed to lose that. If he got a little help from Toaster as he was pushing on the 3 or whatever happened there, but that was wild, and that was an incredible save.
Absolutely. 10 car Expert Toaster out there in third. Huge long line. Look at this long line, you guys. Drafting, and this is the place where your car is just on the edge of speed and control. It can be loose, it can be tight coming around these turns. You really have to have that control, and you can just see how squirrely they are getting.
It was single file last lap. It's still that way for the front 3 or 4, but now it's starting to become a little amoeba-like from back behind them as everyone's kind of gathering a run and trying to make their way back to the front.
I'm pretty sure I just saw a car disappear. Yes, he was on the low side. I don't know if... Okay, I don't know if he was afraid he was going to hit somebody while entering the track, but he just randomly disappeared and is out of the race. Somebody going through the grass back there. All right, we have the 43 car of Jose. We haven't seen him much tonight, but a couple of times. All right, so 31 car has wrecked.
In 1 and 2, and that has caused a yellow flag.
That would be the 19 car that we saw that lagged out of the race.
I believe I was calling him the 18 the entire race. I was used to that Interstate Batteries paint scheme being on the 18 car, but that one apparently is on the 19, so that is my apologies.
You know what? Honestly, I thought it was the 18 too. I am used to that paint scheme.
Out there.
Yeah. Here we go. We have a Rabbit on the inside, Expert Toaster on the outside. We have 41 of Ramsed right behind Rabbit, trying to make that inside move. More Dog in fourth on the outside. Just a sticky place to be, and Jose on that inside. More Dog trying to find a home in there, but he could not do it.
Let's not be the farthest back we've seen that 3 car. It'll be interesting to see how he manages with being that deep, because did he get down to the bottom there? It looks like he did.
He did, and oh man, we have a huge pile up. 23 car. We have, wow, that's garbage in that. Yeah, cars just flying everywhere. That is definitely going to be a caution, guys. Does anyone in the audience have a caution counter? Have you guys been keeping track? I mean, I'll tell you what, we're going to need one for tonight.
They are. We'll probably break it by the end of the night.
There's a lot out here tonight. These guys are all over the place. They are keeping us busy. Riding with the 10 car, he is out here in 4th place. Expert Toaster, you guys know the name and the car. He has been out here in several AKA races. Tonight is no different. Soon they will be starting their 2019 season. This is kind of like a pre-show to it. We're still riding with Expert Toaster. We have Rabbit having a nice start with Expert Toaster all over him. That high side, I'll say it again, man. You just feel so bad for these guys on the high side. You just fall back so fast. But Moordog, 3rd place, right behind him. 24 car, looking low. Deadly Bomb, not giving him any room to come back up. These guys making it very, very close.
Yeah, you have to have the right 2 cars leading that outside line to be able to do anything. And that was not the right combination, as the outside line pretty much just completely disintegrated by turn 2.
Absolutely. And, you know, a lot of those guys up top, they want to dive down low. So as soon as they see an option to, they're going to take it. And the rest of the guys that can't, they're just going to fall back, unfortunately. Look who's on that outside, though.
Yeah, I was about to say the 3 of Moordog gave, wow, that's garbage, the outside, and Garbage was like, sure, I'll take that, and got out there. I don't know if maybe there was a little bit of a lag bump. It didn't look like they made contact, but the 66 made a pretty sudden move to the outside. I don't know if he got loose or tight, or maybe there was a little bit of a bubble there, but that kind of killed the run, and now he's fallen back to the back of that lead pack.
We're looking at the...
Which would be 5th place, I believe.
We're looking at the mid part of the pack here. We have Papa Smurf, who's running on that outside. We have 95 of Faster Than You right behind him, taking a peek on the inside, getting a run off that low side. We have 43 of Jose right behind him. But man, I'll tell you what, this is quite the pack out here running. And I'll... 3rd stage, J-Mac, it always brings the best racing for these guys. You're really going to see guys make the moves and just build confidence in saying, you know what, this is when I have to do it and I'm going to make it happen. This is when you got to go for it.
It's almost like they see that bigger number in the lap counter, and they decide, oh, I guess we don't need to be quite as aggressive here at the beginning. And as we say that, there's a big old
look at that. The 88 car. Man, someone needs to clip that in chat. Absolutely insane. GG Racing, what is up? I hope you caught that, because that was insane. We had a car go straight to the moon on that one. A lot of flipping. He's going to be sore in the morning.
Yeah, that was a big one. Not sure what exactly happened there. All I know is the 10 of Expert Toaster just got sent to the wall, and that collected a couple of other cars, and him and one of those others, they went very, very high in the air, way higher than a 5,000-pound vehicle should go.
Sober David says cautions. The count is a lot. Has to be at least 10 to 12, and I think you are right. Expert Toaster moves back in the pack here just a little bit. Let's see if we can find our way up to the front. A leader of Moordog. We have 48 of EBR Lucky Dog on the outside. We have 24 of Deadly Bomb right behind our leader of Moordog. Gonna get this inside line moving. Deadly Bomb looks a little squirrely right behind him, but manages to hold it back.
And as I said, you need that right combination of cars. The 66 leaves them, but Garbage and EVR Lucky Dog were a pretty good combination out there. They were able to hold serve for a little bit. Lucky Dog about to get moved back to 4th. Could lose a few more spots if he can't get back down. But they were at least able to keep side by side with those leaders for a little bit. And that's a pretty good test.
We have a car drop into the back. Spins it out, wasn't able to hold it off. No one else involved, but we do have another car back there. You can see it way in the back of the pack. Tough call for those guys. Looks like it might still be green. 50 to go at the line, guys. We have More Dog, we have Garbage, we have Deadly Bomb who gets underneath Garbage. I'll tell you what, Deadly Bomb is looking a little squirrely out there trying to fight his way up to first. More Dog quickly closes that door.
Maybe not the greatest handling of cars, but he's doing a good job to add some driver speed to it, I guess. But yeah, Deadly Bomb tried to make a move, wasn't successful. Garbage is able to clear him back going into 3, and now we have Garbage, an aggressive driver in his own right, attempting to make a pass for the lead here.
On the outside, nonetheless. I mean, absolutely incredible, and he does not have a lot of help out there, but man, Deadly Bomb is just all over More Dog, just putting the pressure on him, letting him know that he's there. If he messes up one time or goes up too high, he's going to be done. And we see a car go right into the wall back there. The 41 car rams it. Man, it looks like a little bit of lag there.
Oh!
We have More Dog, and who was that? Made contact together.
Deadly Bomb.
Oh,
Deadly
wow.
Bomb is facing the wall in the middle of 1 and 2, and that will cause a wreck. We had about 3 wrecks there in the span of from turn 3 to turn 1.
Absolutely incredible. Rock NASCAR, you are correct. Yeah, you know, I'm curious if a lot of that was caused by lag, because there was a couple of jumping that I saw in spectator mode, and that is usually that's usually lag. You guys know it. You've seen it on this game. I do believe that is what it is, though. I don't even know how many cautions, but we still have a ton of racing left.
That is an issue we ran into in our Daytona League race. That one ran really long. It was a very long race, and toward the end, it seemed like everybody was kind of jumping around. Like, I don't know if maybe the room kind of falls apart, like the connection does a little bit, but that'll be something to watch for. I think
possible. It's possible. We have 3 of More Dog leading out there again. EVR Lucky Dog on that inside right behind More Dog. Wow, still hanging out there on that outside. If anyone can handle it, he can. Look who is behind Garbage, though. In the 66, we have Rabbit on the outside. That is a hell of a combination out there. If anyone can make it work, they can.
The 55, we haven't heard him all day. I don't even know who that is. I don't have my roster up. But I haven't heard from him or seen him all day. He's running in 5th right now.
J-Mac, that would be MDL. He had a quick car change right before the race. He is out there in 3rd place. Doing a great job out there. And we have seen him a lot in the AKA races. Oh, another wreck out there. I don't even know who that... Let's see if we can find out who was involved.
The 12 of Rabbit got stuck in the middle. That killed Jose, because the 12 bounced off of a couple of people. It looked like he bounced off of Toaster up into the wall, and then from out of that explosion of cars, I saw the 43 go head first into the backstretch.
Sober David, thank you so much for clipping that. That is one that I'm definitely going to have to post. Man, we've had a couple of wrecks tonight where, you know, if that was real life, they would be sore in the morning. But yeah, I'm curious. We have not seen MDL up here a lot, and that is a big name. So hopefully he can hold out and stay up here for the rest of the race.
A unique set of cars up here. I guess there was some strategy attempted. Not sure if it was a 2-tire strategy, no tire, no pit, whatever. But new players up front.
Lock D Mitch in the lead, and we have cars going underneath the apron already. We have 48 car of EVR Lucky Dog, and I saw Wow down there also. Lucky Dog was not so lucky on that one and managed to find his way to the inside wall. Brutal for him, but 88 of Lock D Mitch holding it off. We have Ramsit in 2nd place, right behind him. Looks like that was not EVR Lucky Dog, because he is up here in third, J-Mac.
But it's not.
It's not.
I don't know, it looked like I saw a black car, a blackish gray car with bright yellow numbers flipping.
I do believe that was Deadly Bomb.
Okay, that was
Deadly Bomb and Wow both got on the apron. EVR is safe and sound up here in third place, trying to take over second, but so far just hanging out in the single file line. These guys, man, I'll tell you what, they just look a little squirrely. It is making me nervous. The Cup cars, you guys, it is so loose out here. And it is easy to make those things really loose, especially running in tight quarters like this. We see him just hit the wall just a little bit, give it a kiss. That is enough where it can mess you up if you get off of that and into another car. Luckily, he did not.
It looked like up front, the 88 pushing just a little bit, pushed up the track, and then just a huge juke to the left trying to protect that bottom. It's a good thing the 41 was not there, as we have the 10 on the apron.
Man, these guys are just getting crazy out here. Just so many moves getting on that apron, and that apron has taken so many drivers out here tonight. You really have to watch it, and we see a lot of these guys just riding the high side now, changing that line completely, riding the whole thing, and the 88 is able to at the moment. He's got a nice little lead where he doesn't have to worry about it so much.
It is pretty crazy how we haven't really heard from that 88 car all race long, and then he gets up front and he looks pretty good out there. He's kept the 41 at bay as well as you can with the draft, and he's holding a pretty wheel out there leading this field around.
Absolutely, and these are guys that you haven't seen too much in the front. Lochte Mitch in the 88 and Ramsett right behind him, but they're doing a great job so far.
And then behind him are 4 of our major players in the entire race. 3 of Moor Dog, the 48 of Lucky Dog, the 66 of Garbage, and the 12 of Rabbit. Behind those 2, as they start to shuffle Ramsett out, those 4 have kind of separated themselves as the fastest cars in the field so far. And here they are, slowly working their way back up to the front.
Moor Dog is just knocking on the door of the 88 of Lochte Mitch. He is letting them know he is here. We have EVR up here. Wow is up here. Like you said, the major players, and they have arrived. And hopefully it will not shake Lochte Mitch, because if it does, something bad can happen, a wreck. Hopefully he can defend it and hold Moor Dog off, but right now he is all over him.
You can see the speed difference there. The 3 had a huge moment. It looked like he got to the 88's bumper in the middle of that corner, and it looks like he's trying to set up a run here. Go high, get the run, and then try to make that pass on him, either low or high. Just a little late. He's going to make that move down. The 88 doesn't have the ability to block it. He tries to and make contact.
I had a feeling he was going to dive low, and man, he did it at the exact right time. But man, it was close. That 88 and the 3 of Moor Dog almost they actually had contact, but managed to hold it off. But man, we have him, Lochte Mitch, falling back just a little bit, getting knocked out to the outside.
Oh,
look at this, and there he goes.
Stuck in the middle. That causes a major accident.
Massive wreck. We have 43 of Jose just completely barrel rolling down the track. 88 is out of it. 41, 43, 48. Like 7 guys involved in this.
Looked like the 88, once he lost the lead, just started to free fall. And it looked like the 66 and the 48 tried to split him, and I don't know who made contact with who, but they started bouncing off of each other, and it caused a huge accident.
And off they go. I'm trying to get a lap count. Do we know how many laps we have left for this race? We'll see how many people take a pit stop and get some fresh tires.
We have our best man on it.
Pretty much everybody has pitted. We're in the car with Expert Toaster back in the field. He's got a long way to go with Papa Smurf on the outside. We're back out here with the 88. Lochte Mitch, who was involved in that wreck before, had a nice lead, hung out there for a while. He is back here behind, I'm not even sure who that is in front of him, the 41 car. A little bit squirrely, but he is doing a great job of giving him room.
Oh, the 12
a guy
gets the
going
apron.
through the grass, a rabbit going through the grass. And off they go. We have another car just completely flipping. That's going to be a caution, guys. Once you get in that grass, it is just so hard to keep it off the track. He had nowhere to go except in that tri-oval, come back up, and off they go.
Once again, that apron at the exit of 4 bites somebody. Everyone's just trying to hold that bottom just so that no one can jump under them going through the tri-oval. Because the tri-oval is a great place to get under somebody because you actually have that is a, you know, it's a shorter line. So,
Absolutely.
you know, if you can sneak under them there, you have a shorter line down the straightaway, you have the momentum, and then you have the right angle going into turn 1.
J-Mac, I just got news that Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. The size.
Such is life.
We're out here with Mordog getting a nice lead off of these guys. Man, I'll tell you what, that
66
second...
lagging around just a little bit.
A little bit. We have that high side falling back a little bit. It looks like it's led by Pro Boss. We have the inside. Lost a guy. 95. He goes on the inside. Pulls off so he doesn't get any weight. Oh.
These faster cars aren't having it with some of these slower guys whenever, or not, maybe not slower guys, but some of these guys that haven't been up there. Because the 95 just got, I don't know if he got onto the apron himself or what, but if he got intimidated down there, or if he drove down there, or if he got punted down there, but he just got moved out of that third position, out of that second on the inside line spot.
We have Pro Boss right behind Mordog, making some moves, letting him know that he is there. The inside line is definitely rolling. We have 3 cars on the outside line. Falling back just a little bit. I saw a little bit of shuffling back there, and they had, some of them were able to get down, but we have a car out there all by itself.
We had 2 unsponsored cars trying to battle the entire field on the outside line.
A long, long line back here.
Ooh, and the 88 on the apron.
Oh.
A couple of other guys spinning out, and
Pro Boss gets shoved to the wall. I don't know if I'm seeing lag from Mordog, but man, he is jittery on my screen, and that is, I don't know if that contributed to Pro Boss hitting the wall, but man, that was something.
Like I said, I think the room starting to, because after that wreck, Pro Boss landed and then moonwalked his way from pit road back into the like onto the racetrack in front of the 55 car. So
yeah, we're hearing a lot of issues of lag. That is an issue, like you said earlier, J-Mac. I'm wondering if the longer the race, the more that the servers for this just kind of crumble, and it can't handle that many drivers with that long of race. It's been a lot of lag so far in here, stage 3. I don't remember seeing any at all in stage 1.
We weren't having that issue. No, we weren't having that issue with anybody earlier in the race.
Look at these cars all jittery. It's kind of weird to see, I gotta say. We see Mordog leading it off. Deadly Bomb right behind him. Inside line, of course, gets a greater start. The outside line not too bad with EVR Lucky Dog. Mordog has to get off that apron. He got on the apron. There's just nothing. We have cars flipping. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was the entire field.
That was a lot of cars involved in that one. Just so many good cars involved in that accident.
Absolutely.
It looks like 4 maybe made it through, maybe more than that.
Deadly Bomb is one of them.
Expert Toaster looks like the farthest back of the ones that survived. The 43 made it through, the 48 and the 24, I believe, are the ones that actually survived that wreck.
J-Mac, I'm a little concerned how this is going to finish. I'm kind of wondering if we're even going to finish like under caution, perhaps. I mean, this is craziness out here.
It's starting to devolve into our race we had Thursday night. Everyone is trying to really hard to protect the bottom, and then on top of that, it seems like the connection, the servers, whatever you want to call it, are maybe degrading a bit. This is going to be a wild and wacky finish.
I mean, you can just see these cars just jumping all over the place. We have Jose on the inside, who is just completely ghosted out and just jittery out there when we saw him before. The 10 car of Expert Toaster, we see him on the outside. Man, that outside just keeps falling back, and that inside line just so back and forth, just having a hard time trying to control it. 12 to go, guys. We're coming down to the final laps here.
And 3 guys up in the wall, and that'll bring out another yellow.
Here we go, another yellow. I'll tell you what though, J-Mac, we did not have this many cautions for our league race on Thursday. We had 3 cautions for the whole night, I do believe. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Atlanta. We've had a lot of problems. We've talked about this with our league. Atlanta is just one of those tracks where it's hard to race that fast around somebody.
Hearing from our producer that some issues with WoW is what caused that. I don't know if he got into somebody or what, but I think there's going to be some tempers after this one. I have a feeling we're going to have some Martinsville-ish emotions.
After race interviews are going to be very interesting tonight. Look at these cars just jumping. Deadly Bomb is your leader out here, and off we go. Wow. Only a handful of laps to go, guys.
Everybody is just... It looks like a stop-motion film.
It is. It's
like
crazy.
The old Christmas movies. It's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty and the Snowman in NASCAR form.
48 car getting aggressive, making a move past that 95 on the outside. He doesn't have any help out there, and the 95 gives him.
Up a little bit into him.
Yeah, he did. He gave him a bump out there, and it was a great move.
Then he gets the apron.
Absolutely incredible.
The 95 has struggled when he has gotten up front.
95 is faster than you. It's faster than you off the track now.
Last time he restarted toward the front, he got the apron and fell back. This time, a bit of an issue with Lucky Dog, and then he gets the apron again.
6 to go at the line. We have Pro Boss making his way back up. He's in second place. 41 car out there. I should say 14 car. Guy off track, wrecked on the inside wall.
That looked like the 48 of Lucky Dog that just got wrecked out.
Struggling on this final part of the race from him. No cautions, guys. We are still going green. Look who is right behind Deadly Bomb, though. Is that who I think it is? The 43 of Jose out here in second?
Oh!
Look at these guys, man. So much movement back there. They really need to hold it together. I mean, these final laps, another wreck, guys. 2 cars back there. These guys are just getting insane. We have Deadly Bomb, Jose, Rabbit, Pro Boss on the outside. 4 to go.
The 88 has wrecked now. They're just dropping like flies. It's like a 90s slasher film. Just one by one, they're falling by the wayside.
I gotta say, this has been absolutely crazy. We have somebody getting below the apron. That was Rabbit. Somehow saves it. A heck of a save, but Deadly Bomb.
Save.
Absolutely. Deadly Bomb gets a nice little boost from that.
Up into second. And Deadly Bomb, he has a lead, but we've seen...
He keeps hitting the apron.
And he got the apron.
J-Mac, I don't even know what to think.
Who wants to win this race?
I don't know. We have
Somebody out there
Mordog in
wants to.
second, Deadly Bomb in first. We have Rabbit in third, Jose in
Oh,
fourth.
that is Mordog. That's not the 88. Oh, gosh, I can't.
So many moves going on, so many people hitting the apron, so many squirrely drivers out there. I mean, you're lucky to survive, much less get the top 3 even. As you can see, there's not much of a field left. Yeah, I mean, you're winning if you can bring the car home in one piece. Exactly.
Oh, the 20.
We're in the car with that 24 of Deadly Bomb. Tight pack behind him. White flag coming up here, guys. This is it. If we're going to make something happen, you got to do it now. I have a feeling there's going to be a few cars out here that are not going to survive this final lap, J-Mac.
I wholeheartedly agree. So far, so good. But coming down here will be when to make the move. The 3's going to look. Deadly Bomb. Gotta guard that yellow line.
Jose makes a move on the outside, but he is solo. Can they make it happen? What is going to happen here? We're coming up, and it looks like it's going to be Deadly Bomb taking the win here tonight. Great job for him. He held him off, made it happen. Man, absolutely incredible race. These guys just fighting for everything they had. Cars flying everywhere. I don't think I've seen so many cars fly as I have tonight.
The 3 of Mordog, he tried so hard to create a run there, and a great block by Deadly Bomb, and then Jose made his move to the outside, and there just wasn't anywhere for Mordog to go.
So we have Deadly Bomb, who wins the race, did a great job. Mordog in second. I believe Rabbit got third. Oh, Jose got third. Rabbit got fourth. And Wonder got top 5. Man, these guys, the top 5, so close. We need to get these guys in here.
Mm-hmm. That was just a crazy finish.
I'll just invite him.
Everything.
Just crazy.
Just all the things that could have gone wrong. And just the racing, the internet connection, just everything. Just wild.
Even my music is lagging. I'm very excited to see what these guys have to say tonight. I mean, this was a very, very intense race.
Whew, I'm sweating over here.
I don't know why. Right? Absolutely insane. We'll wait till everyone gets in here. Looks like we got a lot of people in here. Deadly Bomb, first all, congratulations. Man, you had a heck of a race, holding everyone off on that last lap. I don't know how you did it. That was absolutely incredible.
Hey, Vosen, I got that stage 1 win on my clips.
Yeah, you got that stage win also. Tell me what your thoughts were going through this race. Did you go on pit strategy, or tonight it kind of seemed like just survival?
Yes, I did. Oh.
What was your strategy going in here, though?
It's pretty much part of survival. I think I would a little bit aggressive, try to get some position gain.
Yeah, it was a tough race. I said it on stream, but I have never seen so many cars fly as much as I did tonight.
Whoa. Let me turn up that.
It was crazy. It was crazy. But, man, I gotta tell you what. How did you hold everyone off on that final lap?
I just pretty much started saying on bottom. Everybody knew it's pretty hard to pass on the high line unless you got your rapid partner on the outside. So I just figured I'll just stay on the bottom, try to hang on.
Yeah, I mean, there was so many people that were just doing a single file line and mostly just trying to hug that bottom. But the final lap, I'll tell you what, you guys in the back were just dropping like flies. So it was just who could survive that final lap. So congratulations to you. You did an amazing job tonight getting that stage win and the final win. So great job.
Thank you.
All right, J-Mac, you want to talk to second place Moordog?
Yes, ma'am. So, Moordog, that race was a thing, huh?
Yeah, it was a glitchy, laggy event. I was having serious screen glitches all race. I have snow on the ground right now, and everyone's just screen glitching, and my internet's not as good right now because of all the snow. So it was something, definitely with those big pack.
That looked like a common thread there. As the race went on, it seemed like the connection seemed to degrade, as well as
it killed me a couple times. You saw
there.
Yeah, it was something. It killed me a couple times. I'd have like a 1 or 2 second screen glitch. Next thing I know, I'm sideways. You know what I mean? It was something I had to deal with a lot the race. Luckily, I stayed up front and led a lot, so it kind of helped that screen glitching issue, where it didn't really affect anything for the most part.
Yeah, you definitely seemed like you had one of the faster cars. Take us through that final couple of laps there. It looked like you were trying to, as hard as you could, to gin up a run there, and things just kind of stacked up for you.
Yeah. Well, on that last restart, I restarted 10th with it was 7 to go, and I got through some of the chaos. I ended up in 2nd, and I was kind of just stuck behind him. And all you can do is take a wide entry behind, because he was staying on the bottom, taking the short entry, protecting the bottom. So I just had to take wide entries and hopefully cut underneath him if he got a little high. But he honestly held on to it pretty well. There was one chance I had, but it was just our tires were really worn at that point, and it was just really, it probably would have caused a wreck if I would have stuck my nose in there.
Well, discretion is a better part of valor, they say. Congratulations on a great run. Sounds like you're still trying to catch your breath. I know I am after watching that. That was wild for me.
It was stressful. It's terrible. You're in the middle of racing really tight racing on a slick track, and also dealing with everyone little screen glitches. I don't know how it looked on Frozen Stream. It was
a lot of bouncing cars.
It was everyone's just all over the place, kind of bottlenecking up and kind of glitching everywhere. So you had to be really focused, ultra focused.
Absolutely.
Tell me about but do the bumps really affect? I'm just kind of asking, because do the bumps in the bottom, especially in 3 and 4, do they really affect the cars? Do you set up your car to work with those, or do you just kind of deal with it and set up for speed?
You really set up for speed. See, if you stay low enough, you stay right on that line on 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, you kind of avoid the bumps. It's kind of like Auto Club, or a track like a Las Vegas. If you stay low enough, you don't have a problem. Now, if you wash up a little bit, everyone washed up. If you start washing up the car, it starts really affecting it, and it starts really bouncing around and stuff like that. It can definitely affect it. But if you stay on the line, you usually are okay.
Okay. Well, congratulations on a great race. I know you probably wanted one more spot, but as wild as that finish was, I imagine.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll definitely take it. Yeah, especially getting back into long races. I really just enjoyed the long races instead of those shootouts. It was nice to do a long.
Oh, definitely. I feel you on that one.
All right, we're gonna take it on over to third place of Jose. We saw you a mixture of tonight. We saw you getting shoved back to the back, wrecked. We've seen a little bit of all from you today. I got a couple of scenes, Jose, where you were actually barrel rolling through the sky. So tell me how you went from doing that to finishing third tonight.
Yeah, a lot of it was a lot of rookie mistakes, hitting that apron. But yeah, a couple of times I also was flying in the air. That was also fun. But,
That
kind
was
of
it
right
made
place,
for a
right
heck of a
time.
scene. Yeah. We did see a lot of guys hitting that apron though, and it is tough because as Moordog said, you want your car to be right on that apron because it is the fastest line and it is the line that is the smoothest line, especially for a loose custom setup car. But then again, you have guys who just take it a little too low. You got all these guys surrounding you. You have lag issues. You're at the end of a race. You have worn tires, so you're gonna hit the apron sometimes. How did you handle that on the last lap with so much going on around you and lag issues?
The last couple laps kind of just stayed like half a lane up because I know my car was getting loose towards the end, especially with someone pushing me. But
Yeah.
there was a room behind me, and I was able to just, I guess, ride behind Moordog until like the last backstretch.
Right.
Wanted to make
I know
a move, but not enough draft help.
Yeah, I saw you try to make that move, but just not enough to go. But considering the race tonight, a hell of a job for you. Did great bringing home a third. You did good considering how many times you got shoved out or just the couple of incidents that happened. You did a great job bringing that home in third tonight. Great job.
Yep, thank you.
I want to give a shout out to Pro Boss. This is the guy who leads the whole thing. He does a great job out there in the community and for his league. So a huge shout out to you tonight. We saw you up there in front a lot. How was your car feeling tonight there, Pro Boss?
Oh, my car was fine. My car was fine. As you know, when you put these things on, you worry about everybody else's good time. So the first half of the race, you know, I'm in the back and just kind of, you know, just kind of making sure everything's good. And we had a great car. Yeah, I put it where we needed it. We were close at the end, and I got to say, this group of guys, we just started again. We've had a month off. We've been running those champion lobbies, which are 10 laps, and this is obviously a different style of racing. It's you know, 50 lap runs if you can get there. Obviously, we had quite a few little cautions and a lot of glitches. So you know, hey, the guys did a great job. Everyone
Absolutely.
did work together, and it was really exciting racing. It was very fun to watch.
You guys are always fun. Definitely.
Well, good. And I also wanted to take this opportunity to thank you and J-Mac and Justin for doing what you guys do, because quite frankly, you take an okay product and you make it great, and that's awesome, and we really appreciate it. And we really are supporting you to get into this pro league, and because quite frankly, you can't have a league without some girls in it. We got to have the girl racers, the girl horsepower. So
I appreciate the kind words.
Definitely supporting you in that bid, and I think a lot of people are too.
Thank you very much. I'll tell you what though, J-Mac and I have a hell of a time out here watching you guys. It is so much fun and so many huge names out here. You guys create very good racing tonight. You guys had a lot of issues with lag and everything, and with how you guys handled it, you did a very good job. And like you said, we've been doing the pro esports for how long now? And it's 10 lap shootouts. You have your car set up for the fastest lap, not necessarily for handling on a longer race. So to get back to this and have lagging issues and so tight racing with so many huge names, I mean, you guys handled it very, very well, and it made for some great racing tonight. So great job to you guys all around. You guys did fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you very
Appreciate that.
much.
Absolutely. And I think that's it for us tonight. If you guys have anything else to say, now's the time to say it, because we're going to be headed out for the night.
Not really. First thing I'm gonna do is watch
Nope.
this race back over, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Have a good evening.
Yep,
You guys
me too.
do awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, J-Mac, we are
Boss,
headed
you have a good
out.
one,
I appreciate everyone in chat showing up. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the support. Lunatic, yeah, they did have awesome racing tonight. Stuart Haas cars, they ran strong, absolutely. So a lot of fun. Tomorrow we'll be back 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do some cup cars out here, short races. Should be a lot of fun. I hope you can join. Until then, J-Mac, I think I'm headed out. I hope, thanks for joining us tonight.
was a fun return back to the old racetrack, back to the booth, get a bird's eye view of some racing, and that was definitely an experience. That was a crazy one. That was a wild one, and it was a lot of fun to help put on.
Absolutely. All right, we are out of here, guys. Thank you so much, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow night. Take it easy. You too. Good racing out there. Good win, Deadly Bomb. You did great. All right, see ya, Jose. Good job.